question number 1, it says kilometers and inches are units of used to measure length. What are some other units used to measure length? So you don't have to have all of these, just have one of these, okay? Number 2 says tablespoons and liters are some units used to measure volume. What are some other units used to measure volume? Again, you don't have to have all of these, you just have to have one of these, okay? Number 2, it says about how much does a textbook weigh? About 1 pound. About how much does a car weigh? 1 ton. About how much does a mosquito weigh? 1 to 2 milligrams. About how long is a textbook? About 1 foot. About how long is a car? 4 to 5 yards. And then about how long is a mosquito? 1 centimeter. Okay, so if you're kind of close to these, the big thing is the units. So pounds, tons, milligrams, feet, yards, centimeters. The number isn't as big of a deal, but the unit is. So if you have those units, great. If you don't have those units, give yourself an X on those. All right, give me a thumbs up when you have this first part done. All right, let's slide over to 3. It says divide and express your answer as a decimal. So for 3A, it should be 1 and 2500. For B, it should be 8/10. For C, it should be 2 1/2. And for D, it should be 4/10. What?
My fifth grade teacher gave me like a very easy way to solve these problems. Like,
Okay, we're not talking about this right now. All you're doing is checking to see if you got it right or wrong. When we get into this part, absolutely share. But for today, we're talking about measurements. We're not talking about decimals. Yes, sir. 4/10, 0.1 or 0.4. All right. 4A is 7.5 or 7 1/2. B is 150. C is 12 and D is 15. Okay, thumbs up when you have this done. All right, flip it over. Last one, it says, write each fraction as a decimal. So A, 65 hundredths or 0.65. B, 9/10. C, 1 4/10. D, half or 0.5. E, 25 hundredths. F, 75 hundredths. G, 1 25 hundredths. And H, 1 1/2. Okay, so again, mark them either with an X or leave them alone. Once you have that done, please count up how many you got wrong and put minus whatever on the front, and then turn it into the first period then. All right, so this should be in the bin or on the way to the bin. Turn to your data tracker in your notebook. And you should have your Unit 2 mid-assessment. You should have your Unit 2 end assessment, which was 1031. And then today, 3. Pre-assessment, which is 11.2. Alright, I will grade these, I will get them back in to you by maybe tomorrow, but definitely by Friday. Okay? And you'll be able to track. So again, make sure between now and tomorrow, here, sorry. Can you guys see that now? So make sure between now and tomorrow that you get your unit 2 and your unit 2 mid-assessment. Y'all need to stand up. Like, it's extremely hard. You're like, you can't even see what's going on. Get up. Everyone stand up. Olivia, stand up and move, baby. I'm gonna move the whole table. Move. But please make sure you get these updated in your data tracker. Alright, go ahead, iPads are down, you should not be on them right now. Alright, pre-assessments here, if you, for whatever reason, have not gotten this title done, you need to, and then grab your sheet that I just passed out to you guys. We're not updating our data trackers now. That's not what we're doing. Okay, so today and tomorrow we are going to be focusing on units of measure. Tomorrow you're going to be doing a station rotation in the classroom. Should be fairly fun, hopefully. All right, but let's start with our warm-ups. It says estimating volume. It says estimate the volume of the tiny salt shaker. So this picture right here is one of those little teeny tiny salt shakers that you might find at a gas station, or not a gas station, sorry, at like a restaurant or something. But they're about this big. I mean, they're like this big. They're teeny. All right, so how much do you think is in that tiny salt shaker? And just write your estimate and just kind of have a brief idea of why you estimated it to be that. Huh? Estimate the volume of the tiny salt shaker. Guys, like it's, do not sweat it. Just give a guess. It's an estimate. It's not, oh, it's okay if you don't give it right. Yes, thank you. Stand up when you have your estimation. It should take you about a minute max. About 10 more seconds. All right, have a seat. So what do we think? How much do we think is in there? Anybody? One ounce, okay. All right, what else? What else do we think? Somebody. There's no right or wrong now. I just want to see where our head's at right now. Delilah.
5 to 6 tablespoons.
How many?
5 to 6 tablespoons.
Okay. 5 to 6 tablespoons. Okay.
19 teaspoons.
Ooh, very precise. 19 teaspoons. All right, what else? Kaya.
10 to 15
How many?
10 to 15
10 to 15
grams.
grams. Okay. All right, Ronnie.
I did
5.5 teaspoons. Okay. All right, Isabella. else want to share? Jonathan?
A square inch.
A what?
Square inch.
Square inch. Well, square inch would make it a two-dimensional figure. So not a square. Okay, so 1 inch cubed. Okay. All right. Anything else, Mila? 5 grams. All right. Mikhail. Say it a little bit louder, baby. All right. So we have a little bit of everything up here, right? We have a lot of teaspoons, a lot of tablespoons. I am going to comment about the grams. So why are the grams a little hot? Why do we think the grams are a little hot? A gram is not a lot, right? But a gram is going to be much bigger than a milligram. So that's the only one that I would say might be a little hot, but not saying that it's right or wrong. It might be a little hot. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So number 2, it says cutting string. So if you do not have scissors at your table, I will get you some after I read the instructions. It says put the string down. Nobody said pick up the string. Listen to directions. It says your teacher will assign you one of the following lengths: 1 centimeter, 1 foot, 1 inch, 1 meter, and 1 yard. Estimate and cut a piece of string as close to your assigned length as possible without using a measuring tool. Okay? So there's going to be 1 centimeter, 1 foot, 1 inch, 1 meter, if there's 4 or less that are tables. All right? So everybody sitting in Emma's seat, raise your hand. Everybody sitting in Emma's seat. You're not in Emma's seat. Everybody sitting in Emma's seat, raise your hand. So Emma, raise your hand. Isaac, raise your hand. Zoe, raise your hand. Troy, raise your hand. All right, you guys have 1 centimeter. Okay? Everybody sitting in Delilah's seat. So Delilah, Jonathan, Leo, Levi, Kyra, and Ronnie, you guys have 1 foot. All right, everybody sitting in Aiden's seat. So Aiden, Isabella, Emmeline, Camden, and Mikhail, you guys have 1 inch. And then the last person sitting at your table, so it would be William, Kaya, Gemma, Kylie, and Noah, you guys have 1 meter. Let's do 1 yard, because I don't think your thing's going to be bigger. All right, so you have that 1 piece of string on your table, right? So that 1 piece of string, you have to cut it into those measurements. So again, Emma, what is yours? Aiden? You're the inch. Levi's seat, you guys are the what?
Foot.
And Noah's seat, you guys are the what? Yard. All right, get to it. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to get it cut into the pieces you think it is. Raise your hand if you need scissors at the table. You have 3 pairs?
How many centimeters is an inch?
Yeah.
And this is, yeah, I'll get all of it. That's not yours is like 3 feet. Well, it is 36 inches.
Or like this. How many inches are a centimeter?
This has horrible.
That's your entire
This has
No, not yet. Like a centimeter, Oh, yeah, I Well, I couldn't, I don't think my foot is big enough for an actual foot.
Guys have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. If you're done and your group all agrees with your sizes and whatnot, you may stand up, and that lets me know that we can move on earlier if we need.
Think about it. 3 of these are the size of like 3 of them.
Okay, are we good?
Alright. Rise, my friend.
You're tall. Get off. I think I need to upload.
That's what I told me. Dad, this is about
Alright, it looks like everybody's standing up, so let's go ahead and have a seat. Alright, so all my students with the 1 centimeter, please come up here. All my students with the 1 centimeter. Alright, I want you guys, hush. I want you guys to all put your piece on underneath the emerald. So just come up, put your piece down, and then just stand to the side. Let's go. No one's gonna bite you, I promise. So just put it up there, and then move to the side so that we can. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom down a little bit and try to focus. Alright, so these are the centimeters. Okay, trying to put them in right. So what were some of the strategies that you guys used to come up with your centimeters? Mila? Okay, so I saw Camden over there talking about like a centimeter is essentially your fingernail, right? Okay, so you used your fingernail. Perfect. Anybody else? What was your strategy? Zoe, go ahead.
I used
Your pinky? Okay, so using that. All right, anybody else? Emma, you have a teeny little piece. So like, why is yours so small?
Because I remember seeing centimeters on a ruler, and I like wrote down how small I thought they were on paper, and then I cut it in the mirror, and that's how small it came out. And it just started to show apart.
Okay, and that's okay because you used something like that you remembered, so that's perfectly fine. All right, anybody else up here want to share how they came up with this? So those of you who cut from here to here, did you use your pinky or your fingernail? Is that kind of your strategy? Yes, no, yes, no? All right, it's very interesting to me to see how close we are in this range. Like that's pretty amazing considering we didn't use a measuring tool at all. You should not be touching anything, you should be paying attention. That we didn't use a measuring tool at all, and that's how close we got as people from different groups. Very, very cool. Do you mind if I throw your pieces away? All right, go ahead and have a seat. All right, my next people, what is that, my foot? You had the foot. Come up here, please. You had the foot. Now, obviously, that's not going to fit under the what you call it, this thing. Well, maybe. Let's see. Stop talking, please. All right, let's go ahead and try. Just put them up long ways. See if we can fit them on there. Yeah, we'll be able to fit them on there. And we'll adjust the focus in a second. All right, put some on the top. You're okay. You're good. All right. So lots of different lengths in this one. All right. So we have a plethora of lengths that. All right. For the most part, though, we're fairly close, aren't we? So what were some strategies that you guys used to figure out a foot? Jonathan?
I know that an inch is like about 2 fingers, so I just did it like 12 times like this, and then I cut it.
Okay, so I hear again that we're using a body part to help us measure, right? Okay. Levi, what'd you do? So your forearm from here to your fingertips, or from here to your wrist, or what? So to your palm, okay? All right. Delilah? Use your foot? I mean, that makes sense, right? What's the problem with using your foot, though?
It's not always the exact same size.
Everybody has different size feet. But that's okay. I mean, it makes sense. I'm asking you for 1 foot. Here's 1 foot. I get it. That's what I would do. Ronnie. You what? Stop, gentlemen. So you used someone's inch from your table. Did anybody else use that strategy? Used it? I like it. All right, very cool. Are you guys okay with me throwing these away?
Yeah.
All right, then next group is the inch people. All right, inchers, come on. Is that right? It's okay, I'll adjust it. Okay, so we're gonna slide it down a little bit. All right, so what was our strategy, guys? What'd you do, Kyron?
I used my pinky.
Use your pinky. Right, what part of your pinky?
I used to.
The whole thing? All right. Anybody else? What do we do?
I use like this part of my finger,
So like this bottom section?
yeah,
Or like the middle to bottom section?
like this.
Okay, cool. All right. Isabella?
I used the middle of my finger to the bottom.
So this from here to here? All right. Aiden, what'd you use?
I just tried to imagine a ruler, but I realized I don't have good memory, so that didn't go too well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. And Mikael, what'd you do?
I remember my dad showing me his finger, and he said it was about like 2 to 3 inches, and mine was a little, and I remember that mine was like, probably like half the size of it, so I used my finger.
Okay. All right, very cool. We did pretty good with this one. The majority of us are almost the exact same size, so good job. All right, have a seat. Can I put this way? Yeah. All right, now, my yard people, you're gonna come and stand up at the board. You gotta stand up.
Camera.
Yes, we got a seat. So hold it just like this. So come back here and hold it like that. Guys, listen please.
I'm on TV.
Yeah.
You're famous on YouTube now.
Alright, so try to hold your hand at the same height. So everyone hold your hand at William's height. Alright, and if you can't see, slide over here so we can see the different lengths. So we have, guys, hush. We have Kaya's, which is down here. We have Gemma's, William's, Kylie's, and Noah's. So you'll notice between Gemma, Kylie, and Noah, they're pretty close in length. And then Kaya and William are kind of close in length. So the two of you guys and Gemma, what did you guys do to figure yours out? So Noah, Kylie, or Gemma, what did you guys do?
I used Jonathan's foot.
Use Jonathan's foot. I love it. That's or his string, right? Perfect. Kylie, what'd you do?
I just cut it where it was like it would be a yard.
Okay. Well, no, how many feet are in a yard?
3.
3. Okay.
I didn't notice.
All right, Gemma.
I just found straight feet and tried to cut it where it kind of closer.
Okay. And then so Kaya and William, you guys kind of have the same length. So what'd you guys use?
I just used the rest of the rope.
The rest of the rope. You didn't even cut it. You're like, meh.
It looks like a yard.
I like it.
That's what I did. I used my
And I remember the yard stick.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you guys. Throw your string in the garbage on your way back. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
No.
It fell on my face.
That's okay. Just get rid of it. Garbage.
Mine was in the yard. I just said I used my whole backyard.
True. All right, we're not done. So quickly get back to your seats. I like listening to the estimates of the way you guys came up with your shapes. And the thing I noticed the most was a lot of people said I used a body part. I used my arm. I used this. I used my finger. I used my pinky. I used my fingernail. Where did y'all learn all of those secrets or skills or whatever? Isabella?
The internet.
No. I mean, probably, but definitely no.
Doing this before and practicing with it.
But where?
Oh,
Like, there's a very specific person in your life who has probably taught you about, like,
Your mother?
no, Ronnie. No. Delilah.
Teacher?
Yes. Y'all learned that your finger is an inch. Y'all learned that your pinky is a centimeter. Y'all learned from the fingertip to what? Your nose is what, a yard?
Yeah.
From here to here is,
They never taught us this.
they never taught you
They
that?
never
What? Well,
Well.
okay. I forgot that we have COVID in our systems of education, so. I do apologize. Usually in elementary school, you learn, y'all, both of you have silent lunch today. Turn around and pay attention. I'm done. Throw the string away if you have any extra. Because clearly you cannot handle having anything extra on your table. In elementary school, you are supposed to learn these basic skills of being able to use certain parts of your body to help you measure. Because you don't always have one. You don't always have a ruler. You don't always have measuring tape. You don't always have these things. Alright, so use what you have to help you. Alright, the last activity that we're going to do today is this, I can't even talk, card sort at the bottom. So it says your teacher will give you some cards with the names of different units of measurement and other cards with pictures of objects. So this is your measurement card. So you'll see you have one and then your measurement. So everybody is gonna, every group is gonna get one of these. Then you have pictures of objects. And it tells you length of a thumb. It tells you length from your chest to your fingers, that kind of thing. All right, this one has a little bit different. This one is a little bit different. And this one is a little bit different. Sort the units of measurement into groups based on the attributes they measure. Pause here, and as soon as you feel like you've got it together, I'll come over and check and see if you are correct. Okay? You are cutting these out. I did not cut these out for you because that is entirely too much cutting. All right, so everybody at your table will need a pair of scissors. And if you do not have scissors, there's a drawer in the back that has scissors, but you need to return them when you are done. Yeah, you're Hurry up. Hurry up. Alright, so you are working as a group. Listen, it should take you about a minute to get these cut out. Do not spend the entire time cutting these out. You still have a cool down today. I'm giving you 10 minutes to do this activity. If we need to have it longer, I'll give you a little bit, but not much. If you have questions, raise your hand. When you're finished, raise your hand.